I wonder, I wonder who you might have suggested, you know? It's funny, I found myself trying to think back to when we picked Elenia. To know what you and Kiki saw. I know I quarreled with you about it. Not because I was unhappy with her even then, but I wonder. It seemed so much more important to me then. Was it? I don't know. Would you have picked people for their person or for their skills? If you were in my seat. We picked Elenia because we liked her. Didn't matter what skills she had, we had what we needed. But you all chose me because I was a healer, even though I wasn't. I think you would have done rather well wearing this. I wish I had spent more time with you at the end, I guess. Maybe more time at all time. Seems like everyone that, well, it seems a pattern that I don't really realize how much I want to talk to someone until they're gone. Questions for you. Questions for Tao. Questions for Alea. Questions for Yuki. What might have I have asked Bombadil or Malik?
Oh, sorry.
I'll try to do right by you. Best I can do. I miss you. I miss all of you. I don't know what you believed in. I don't know what comes after for you, but I hope you get to shine that smug confidence. There's a lot for me to do. So I have to go now. But I'll be back before we go. I promise. And if we stay gone as long this time, well, I can always put together another shrine. Oh, damn it. Knew I forgot something. Alright.
Food.
Thank you. Thank you.
Somebody locked the airship door this morning.
It's open now.
Yeah, no, we opened it.
I don't know. Maybe Ezra wanted people to stop bothering him.
He could have at least told us that they locked it. It would have been nice to know. Instead of like going down and seeing red and going, oh shit. And Isaiah has come out of his room. So he is around.
Yeah, I saw. Who do we have to talk to today?
I need to talk to Sorelier. Who else? Helena. We need to talk to her.
Coquette around today.
Kit. Yes, she was in the
Morning.
food place.
Good morning.
Morning.
Do you want to talk to her together or alone?
I think it would be better for us to kick it.
With Coquette, yeah.
Two together should work, unless she wants to talk to us alone.
Alright.
It'll be faster that way, so that we don't have to pass the information back and forth.
Yeah.
And talk to her directly, so that I can talk to her too. And you can talk to her too.
I would like to. Should we go try to find her then? Before we split up?
Sure.
And before I get asked into 12 different conversations again.
Yes, that is why I brought you the food. So that you can eat on the way there.
It's appreciated.
I need to get my gamison back on anyways. Nope.
Shall we go to the dining hall?
Yeah. Let's go grab
Still must needs speak with Barrett as well, don't I? And Saline, for that matter, if she's feeling better today.
Hail, Talia.
Hail,
Captain.
Jackson.
Hello.
Talia.
Just Talia is fine, Jackson.
I'll call you Captain.
Why? Never mind.
Specific from alchemical. I don't.
Do me a favor. If I ever start telling people to call me Captain, break my nose or something.
Don't quite know. But it sounds like
I
pretty sure,
want to
pretty sure it's just extra
stay-
construction because after
Tell
all,
them
you
to
saw
not?
how they blocked off those 3 doors.
Fair enough.
Tell you to shut up, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to break her nose. Pretty sure Lothario will break my nose.
He wouldn't.
Okay, third night after that.
I'd make sure he knew that I
Pretty
told you
dry.
to.
I'm okay.
I mean,
Okay.
something happened?
No, everything's perfectly
Why are
fine.
you on the second floor?
It's fine. Made a horse appear out of nothing.
Okay,
right?
that's
people?
like the exact sort of way that people would say
What?
something when it's
So
changed.
it's
people?
And, like, it's
Oh,
missing
I'm
something, so we shaped a horse to sort of
not quite done yet.
Yeah, I was just a bystander that heard it.
Thank you,
for
though.
another,
No, third.
so we can
I've
bring
been
that
counting.
horse in, like the shaved horse,
Now the fifth.
the naked,
Right.
naked one.
I'm watching.
So we can bring in the naked horse.
How
and
long
be
is your
like,
surname?
This is what you've made.
My middle name's very long. My surname's not very.
Fine.
You're on the 6th line.
Family must have been very.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Very big, yeah.
Did they record every ancestor they've had?
I don't
Who?
know.
All my aunts and uncles. That's all it is. I'm gonna go give this back.
Excuse me. Because I was asking Stacker if they wanted
Good
to-
morning.
So I'm gonna have to
Hello, everyone.
wash our hands.
How are you
get
faring?
Properly hygienic and all that, but
I'm sorry for the wait.
Alright.
I mean, he's stuck.
I can. How much food did you stack?
It really is. Good. Good.
Stuffing the fish.
What's the difference between stacking food and cooking?
It is a morning.
What stacked it? What stacked it?
Hope you have a
It is.
fine day.
Sorry.
I think Stacker stacked some bread.
bread and stuff this morning. Yeah.
I can understand that.
Sorry, there's a lot of
Have you made shitty
noise. I'm gonna step outside.
Sir Knight?
Oh.
Actually, I have eaten today.
Bells, bells. Okay. I'm a little out of it today. Okay. That's good to know.
Or the axe. He's actually one of our strongest members.
I insist.
Just be taller than you.
Alright.
A quick sip of water
Adam actually knows
as I go back in.
I don't
Oh, no.
really have an ounce of
Ed.
melee combat, I guess.
Wait, what's your,
I have not
Oh, we'll say I'm going home on an empty
Maybe
stomach.
that's a goal for today.
I've
the bravest
been
of warriors
trying.
have
It
to
is
eat,
hard.
you know?
I mean, true.
You know,
But nowadays,
I
I'm
could
doing
understand
more
that.
paperwork than actual work out there. So
Very true.
Kick out.
What did you say? From the bravest of warriors to the...
Yes.
If you have time at some point, Eleni and I would like to speak with you, but it's not pressing. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you. It means a lot,
No,
especially
romantically or anything, I just mean positive.
Yeah, I
Like
believe it.
relationship, like relationship.
So far, it's just been stuff like that. I haven't really had to go up to anyone. At least yet. Most people come to me.
What did you just do?
Oh, I just wanted to taste the water.
Such a thing.
I wanted to make sure it was water. Like, I tasted it on my finger.
I gotcha.
I just saw you drink from it.
Good morning.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember what it tasted like. But I didn't want
Good
to
morning,
drink
Avi.
just in case, so I just swore up my finger and tasted
Good
it.
morning.
How are you both faring? Am I welcome to join?
Was Angela? I think it was yours, right?
difference to me.
Was past tense.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes, I'm done with all it.
The rest?
I get
Oh, I got it.
Dump it on him.
Okay, what do you guys want? I only have like 10 silver on me.
I don't want any of your money. And if I was going to take it, I wouldn't do so by being nice to you. Nor would I take it in the first place.
Do you want my bread too?
Oh, it's a barrel there.
Oh. Huh?
Do you want this bread?
Sorry, I
There was
eat
a
a
barrel
lot.
there.
You don't want it.
And then don't say anything.
I just came over to say hi.
That is just what I do.
Elenia is just being Elenia.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it. I got it. Thank you.
Do you do that for everyone?
Yes, if I see something, let them near it.
Or Amber, maybe.
That's still happening, is it?
Don't see anything.
Oh, hey, you wanna...
Yeah, Colin, we found out that Angel's like 18 years old.
It is just something that they do. I
Happy
suppose.
birthday? I think.
It's not his birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Greetings.
He's just young.
I'm
Wait,
just
how old
a
are you,
bit
Colin?
tired,
How old are you?
so I'm a touch out of it. Any fun plans on your day?
I don't say you forgot.
You first. Give me time to think.
18 as well.
I have nothing.
Oh.
Your
I think I want to go out somewhere and pick flowers for a reason.
Fair enough. So the raft is in good enough shape for it. I think there are
think I'm
some
like-
across the river, but
I'm like 20, 21.
Oh, we can use that?
I think.
I thought it was just a thing that's just hanging out there, like
I don't
someone
remember for sure.
was stranded and they just walked
we
up
put
on
it
shore.
together.
How long? We've been because we've
When
been
we were here
traveling so
before.
long. I sort of lost track of time.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You-
I think like
Why? You couldn't
Because we
just
need to
jump
get it over to the other
river?
side of...
I was. I know.
Well, maybe you can,
was,
but
maybe,
I
like,
certainly
a
would
year or
not come
two
anywhere
after-
close.
Sorry, did you want to
After
get
the
to your
rifts
doctors too?
open, that I was
Oh.
11 apparently.
I was confused as to why you had done it in the first
The-
place.
Oh.
Why didn't you just use the
think I was
the whole
11.
iron, you know, the iron
However long
rose
it's
to
been since
fly
then
above
is how old
it?
I am now.
You know,
Because the
river?
Iron Rose crash landed on the other side of the river.
Oh.
Really?
Came in from over the mountains there.
For one another.
Flew over top of the camp and crashed over there.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad you're here too.
I suppose the reason would be
Wow.
to be friendly.
That must have been scary.
You want this potato?
It's hard to be fully intimidated when you don't understand what you're seeing, but
Did you want to talk?
Yes, too.
I would assume that you would be very afraid of something you don't understand.
Do you?
I wasn't sure if now was the time.
What? Sorry?
Me.
I would assume
Sure,
that
that's busy.
people would freak out if they saw something that they don't comprehend or understand at all.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Whatever you would like.
it was making a loud noise and coming towards us.
No, you're good.
Talia.
Hmm.
No, it's fine.
I'm going
Apparently, you
to
just
go
don't
back
exist.
to sort of
Some parts of Drosa
I'll
think
check
that
around
you
you.
guys
I'll
fly on
catch
a
up
metal
with you.
dragon.
Pass it, but
Right.
We
however you do it.
don't fly in a metal dragon.
Ah!
I hope so.
My earls.
Well, any big plans for today?
No, well, I mean, like, it's their interpretation. I don't think they're too accustomed to, like, flying boats, you know, made of metal.
Ah,
So they
you...
think you...
Sorry, I thought you meant because I'm Drozen.
Because I talked to
Oh,
Jason
no.
last night.
It's
No,
just, you know, the gossip that kind of spread to Drosa, and I'm sure
It
for
wasn't, like,
parts
really
of
dark.
Herrera.
It's real about how things were different when he was captain.
Suppose it's not entirely a different situation.
I guess we'll find out.
I saw something that I posted.
And then I need to talk with more of them, and I think.
I don't know.
And maybe Aqua? Oh, yeah, I do have a thing. I have to go talk to Jarl.
I don't know. I suppose
Oh,
it's...
sure. Don't
yeah,
let us keep you up.
metal dragon.
Well, I'm not sure where they are.
Last I saw me was sitting
They
on a
should
rock.
be coming in here eventually. They do morning runs most of the time.
Oh, maybe that's why I couldn't find them.
It's funny, I
Probably.
Guess maybe I would have thought of it the same
And I didn't want to keep you either.
a year or so ago.
But I feel as if there was something wrong about people looked at me and surrounded me.
Isn't Lafon also like a rock mineral dragon too?
Not soon,
Of some kind?
Just sometimes we go
It's not
off
too
and
far
stand
off.
around. Where we sometimes
Something
will
akin
get
to
together
it.
as a group and talk
I've
about
never
our
asked him the
plans and
particulars, but there are a number of dragonkin with
we like
some
being
amount of
prepared for
rock
most
or
of it.
crystal or the coloration, perhaps
Speaking
obsidian.
of, now that we've got so many people here, we need to do some drills. I tried to say drilling and drills at the same time. We need
That's
some drills.
neat. That means there could be a metal dragon, or the
Hmm?
iron dragon,
What?
or
No, you know.
what are the like diamond dragon?
Mayhaps. You'd have to ask him. Or maybe Sorlier. She might know, but
I think I will.
It's not the
That
same.
sounds like something straight out of a fairy tale and stuff.
Oh, depends. What are you
I suppose so.
thinking about?
Like doing practicing and like in
I wish you a good breakfast.
How are you this morning though, Talia?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
training,
exactly.
yes.
I'm okay.
Weapons and
Lothario left early for the city,
You-
so
I used
I
to do it all the time.
went to visit Ulysses.
Ah.
My old company.
I did yesterday too.
I gotta go look for the others.
All right, sounds good.
Coming out here.
I miss them.
Oh, wait.
If you are, that's all
Sure.
right.
Can I speak to you just really briefly?
Oh, sure.
That was me affirming.
Did you get anything to eat? At least any water? I can go get you some.
Elenia brought me soup.
oh, okay, great.
So you got both.
She's a good lieutenant and a good sister.
Lucky you.
Right. Alrighty. Just
I'd be
let's
lost
go to the
without
training
her.
ground. Just be there. Or meet up there when
Be there ready?
Yes, okay.
I'm pretty sure you know where you're around.
Okay.
Right.
Morning. And you?
Right.
I suppose.
I haven't really been
Sorry, did you need to grab
No, sorry. I was just
Um,
saying morning.
I know I said I didn't want to get my hopes up the other day, but I have been giving it some thought, as well as the courtesy of all the other technical invites I got.
It disappeared.
I think, is this the part where you're expecting me to say something?
You seemed like you were continuing the thought.
Oh, no, I was just, again, just giving it all thought, you know. Just, I was offered, technically, 4 teams,
Oh?
technically.
Truly? Which ones?
Well, yours is kind of included, I think. At least I like to think so. It was nothing, you know, drawn in the dirt, but, you know, you said you wanted me to give it
Dang
thought,
it, they always run off.
and I have.
No one's gonna
Tara technically gave me the first one, not, and then Aqua gave me an official one. And surprisingly, like, not even 10 minutes after that, LaFon gave me an unofficial invite too.
Interesting.
It was wild. Yeah. But so yeah.
Well, you have a lot of
suppose with
choices.
that amount,
I don't have it. Only Wayne
I
has it.
suppose.
Unless my hammer counts. I have a split beam or a cross beam hammer.
There's just some that I.
I'll work up on
I guess it's easier to answer now. I should have told so earlier. There's some that I guess I favor above others. But again, I don't think I should talk out loud because getting hopes up.
I'd see about making ours more official, but Eleni and I have, well, she's taken Sorlier on the topic.
I see that.
And there are a couple of other conversations that we must needs have, but I do mean it, that I hope you'll consider. And for all I know, we'll talk more today. Otherwise, I'm sure in the next couple of days, I don't know. In candor, we've extended one invitation. And personally, I would be happy to get you and Sorlier both for our remaining two, but there are lots of good candidates, and several, I'll admit, that I've spoken to far less than they probably deserve. I didn't ever realize that being captain meant that you were... I knew Tao was often off talking with someone. But I literally spent my whole day yesterday, from the moment I separated from Lothariel in the morning until I found him very late at night, in conversation after someone was looking for me. I don't have your energy.
You can have it. I'm happy you consider me, that's for sure.
It's not my team alone. But I'm fond of you. Though I'd understand if you were looking for something new.
New? I'm pretty sure that says news against because I was with Aqua most of my time here. I only spent maybe like a few weeks with you guys.
Certainly.
It's still pretty fresh.
Yes. But I'll be your friend regardless of whether or not you end up on my team.
I'd assume so. I'd hope so.
You know what? No. If you won't join us, we're done, the two of us.
Well, I guess I'll have to join then.
What do you think?
Hey. What do I think?
What do you think you're looking for in a team?
Something similar to this right now, I suppose. Comfortability. Trust. Fun times. I'm not sure if that's something I should be telling everybody because, like, you know, by the end of the day, we're still all fighting, and I'm sure that, magic spells also kind of come into play and all that, but I don't know. I think having absolute faith is just more of a boon than anything else.
Do you think your magic should be a factor in my decision?
I'd only say yes because you know, if I'm on your team, the world and others, maybe the professors and other teams won't look at your team so lightly. This... You've never had an occult user on your team, have you?
We have one now.
Right. Mm.
And a half-elf. And I'm a human with an elf myself.
That... I told you, none of that matters to me. I don't... I mean... I can't understand why the rest of the world don't like it. It's just... us and them, you know? That's all it should be. The world is as divided as it is, so...
The why is because even if I devote every moment of the rest of my life to Lethariel, all I can do is break his heart.
But you'll do that anyway if you... split things off.
Yes. But it's a different thing for a relationship to end or for a partner to die.
I don't regret my memories with you at all. I hold them dearly. Although, I guess I can't surmount to what it would mean to holding that for hundreds and hundreds of years, but... I'm sure he would treasure them long after, too.
That's what he says. And I believe him.
See? I know my brother like the back of my hand.
He's a good man. He makes me happy. He, I have to trust that in the end, it's worth it. He's told me that it is. I believe him. I don't get it. But I have to put my trust there. And he's earned that.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sure teaching you all the divine magic surely helps with that. The understanding of it.
He's taught me almost everything I know. Except how to break Geeko's nose.
You know what? I'm sure that if he ever dips into fourth circle divine magic, it'll be because of you. That's almost basically a marriage proposal.
Is it?
Yeah, if he uses your memory or like just the thought of you to sort of cast divine magic to bring forth that, that's a heck of a lot of concentration.
I often think of him when I'm casting. Don't tell him that, though. He's in the city, he can't hear you.
Oh, right. Maybe... What if I ask him the same exact question? Would you want to know?
If he wants me to know, he can tell me.
Alrighty then.
I don't know how to ask this question.
Ah?
I've gotten one answer from one side of it, but you and Sorlair.
Hmm?
Are you together?
No.
Would you like to be?
Yes?
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure I'm so confident in my feelings. But I literally chased her across the world.
Yeah. And she followed you
I
back
am
here.
just... I'm just... unsure of myself.
Why?
When she lost her eye, it's when the occultic nature reared its ugly head. There was so much going on, so much bad that was going on. It was hard to concentrate. I tried so hard to get back into that mindset, thinking of happier times, but Snow was so red with her blood. Started panicking a lot. All I could do was patch her up as best as I can. That's when it manifested into a spell. And I hated every second of it. That's what caused me to be pushed over the edge, and I couldn't even help the girl I like.
Actually, these you won't be able to catch anything from the ocean. Yeah, I doubt these fishing rods will be able to catch things from the ocean.
I want to be able to protect her, but I can't right now as the Avi I am. Till I can. That's when I'll say it. Not now. If I can't even protect my own woman, then what good am I?
A couple of months ago, when we were first in Beston, Vesper had a stupid plan. to try to attack the Palindorians. I got pulled into it, and through me, Lethariel. I talked more with Elenia about it, and she didn't think it was a good idea, so we dropped out. And Lethariel kept participating. And Vesper managed to get Rowan and Lefron and Yorl. And then it was all... well, then it was all the people. And so Elenia and I talked more, and we felt that it would be more damaging to lose all of them than for us not to be there. So we decided to opt back in, and I talked with Lethariel about it. But he didn't want me to rejoin because it was a dangerous mission. And one where I would likely have been one of the most threatened. Because those are my skills. But he told me not to participate. He said he didn't want me there. And I would do it for him. I would still do it now if he asked me. But for us to be here, unless I'm willing to walk away from Ventus or he from Aqua, we have to resign ourselves that we're not always going to be there to protect the other. We walk dangerous lives. It's not fair of me to ask him not to do things that put him in harm's way. Even though I want for nothing more than to ensure that he is safe always. I love him. And if that means living in a world where he might be in harm's way, I choose to love him anyways. Even though I can't always protect him. Because he's worth it. Because he treats me better than anyone has ever. Because he is a wonderful, caring, thoughtful, intelligent man. If you care about her, then why let limits be in place? Simply because you don't think you're good enough.
She was right in front of me when it happened. Even then, I couldn't do anything.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
When Ulysses died, all of Ventus was there. We were in the building as he slept. 4 of us healers. And we still woke up to him being crumbled to dust. When the island fell, Yuki was struck down in front of me. I burned out my wells to save her. We don't live in a world where we can actually triumph over everything. Because if we can, then we're not doing enough. Many of us almost died in Kenvale when we returned. But what we do here is take risks. You said it yourself, you came back because we're the ones that are making some progress. Even if it's slight. And that's not because we're playing it safe. It's not because we're making all the safe decisions or making sure that every single one of us comes home. There are graves here of people we've lost. There are more elsewhere. And they all died for what you believe in. That's why both you and Sorlier are here. Because you believe in it. You believe in Alea's wish. You believe in hope. And maybe she only because she cares about you. I don't know. She does care about you.
I lack the confidence right now. That thought has been stinging me the entire time that's happened. Even now. I don't know what it means to be worthy. Truth be told, I've been living up to a lot of expectations my entire life. Even fake ones. So, I suppose it's just hard to know when I meet those, even my own. It sounds dumb, but my ideal of being a hero hasn't changed, but I know the way I looked at it before, it's not possible. Can't save everyone.
I apologize for interrupting.
Hmm?
Talia, I just wanted to let you know that I'm able to speak whenever you are, but don't let me interrupt this conversation, please. I can wait.
I'll find you in a few minutes, maybe. Eleni is occupied, but perhaps the two of us can speak while we wait.
Absolutely.
The hero that fits this world? I don't know what that looks like. But whatever, I suppose, self-sustaining, but also one prevalent of justice, the truth, and good. That's what I want to be. Not some fantasy save the night slay the goblin. Slay the knight? What? Save the... I got tongue-tied. Be the knight, save the princess, slay the dragon. Type fantasy. Although I admit I still like reading books like that. Again. I can't be that hero no more. Not that it was ever possible.
Your
Just gotta
heart.
find whatever fits in this world.
Your heart is in the right place with it. There's an awful reality to what we do. We've killed people, we'll kill more. And for every person we save, we probably condemn more to die.
Yeah. Riker was the hard truth of that.
Yes. And it's going to get worse. ASICS at least pretends to be at least some small number of groups. But you've been to Droza, you've seen it. How many of the clans there do you think will work together? It takes thousands to power the shields. How many clans did you see of more than a few dozen, maybe a few hundred? I don't know what Favira's like. I know that there are great cities there. And maybe they'll fare better. But Droza's going to die.
They can't stay united. I've learned that.
Not as they are now. And I don't think there's a damn thing Rosewood can do to fix that. But to hope that we can, to believe that we might, I think that's what Alea wants. What she wanted.
I agree.
I should go find Coquette. As much as I would love to speak with you the whole day. Always nice talking with you, Avi. I'm sure I'll see you later.
Right back at you.
I'd hope so.
Hail, Winter.
Hi.
See now, Coquette will be lost to me forever, and I'll never find her.
Talia.
Hail, Sunny.
You seeing Professor Caldwell?
Not in the best part of an hour.
Oh, well, that's fine then. Thank you. If you do see him or find him before I do, I'm meeting him at the fountain with Barrett. But anyway, don't
course.
trouble yourself too much about it. See you later.
I'll let him know. Also, hello, Act, and hello, Sophie. Hope you're both doing well.
Should be the end of
so
we're near the end of summer.
That could be a problem then. Oh no.
Yeah. It is
Professor,
definitely summer.
Sunny was looking for you and will be
Yeah.
at the fountain.
I think you might be 19.
Oh,
I have no fucking clue
Well,
how old I am.
just
I
stopped
can
by to
really
tell me
figure out what my birthday is.
who's going to be standing there as well, so
Yeah,
I guess
well,
I'll fund the both of
Oh,
them
yeah,
at
I'm sure
once.
if anyone knows what time it is, it should be Talia.
It is. I remember experiencing the heat
Talia,
of summer when
it's-
we were in Rikers.
Hi.
So...
It's like we're at the tail end of summer, ain't we?
Yep. Late summer.
All right,
Oh shit,
you're
I'm 19.
And when did Penny? You remember when Penny got here?
Would have been
Were
what?
you around then?
I suppose it would have
It was
been
summer, right?
Yeah, sometime around now, give or take a couple of
It was
weeks.
over a year ago.
I got on the boat to get to the
I think
island
so.
on my birthday, which is my.
Then you're
18th
certainly
birthday.
19.
Happy birthday! You want me to make you a cake?
Yeah, we missed your birthday. Sorry.
I mean that's okay,
Right,
but
let's go
like.
Want to go in the
Man,
shop and
okay.
make you a
Does that
cake?
also mean you're 19?
Happy birthday!
Yeah, wait.
You're
how-
also
yeah.
19.
Born in the autumn.
Okay, so you're almost.
Right, so
Okay, almost.
so you had. Oh wait, no, you'd be 19 then, because I don't think you're allowed to be here if you're if you're 17.
I don't think we hire
And
children.
You got here.
Yeah. Unless you lied.
Yeah, you got here in the
when you got on
summer,
the
so
boat.
you're 19.
The gold one hasn't. The
Or 20.
silver one been less.
I'll try to keep this in mind.
Present.
And Jill's actually
Do you
47.
know
I don't
what
know what
was
any
the
of you are
actual
talking
date?
about. Can't you tell?
I probably wouldn't allow
I
to
have
be
no clue
here.
how old I am.
Friendship or ally.
No,
You-
Rosewood only
I don't know the
recruits from
date
adults.
exactly of when my birthday is. Do you?
In that case, then.
Yeah.
People have said
Huh?
that. Yes.
There are places
know,
in the
like, the
world where
exact
it's
date
autumn
of
now,
when you were
I
born?
suppose.
Is there a way we can figure out how
Exact
old I
days in
am
the
through
latter
like
half
medical stuff?
One of the months.
Okay, but like, you don't know
Uh,
an exact like number.
I can certainly
Like,
look
how,
into
you know,
it.
how some
Wouldn't be
people have like
rings.
calendars and stuff, and they like
What?
write
Well, I
down.
never
No,
celebrated
that's
my
not a
birthday,
thing. Don't do that.
so, I mean,
Do you want to
What
share?
was
no,
it?
it's for trees.
Because neither of us know what it
You know
is, so
what?
it'd just
My
be easier for
earpiece
both
didn't
of
hear
us
me.
if we're just kind of like, you know
Okay.
There are
what,
certain
like,
things
Yeah, I'd
that
probably
change
try it if I
about
heard you.
people's bones and the like
Today's
as
the
they
day.
age, but only to a certain
I'll have to
point.
send maybe a letter home.
If you
See
were
what they say.
25 or 30, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell the
Maybe
difference,
if
but
they
we
say
might
they
be able to
don't,
look
then
into it.
perhaps, yes.
I can see if we have any books that talk on it.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. It'd be cool.
I could
well,
determine
well,
whether
well,
you're a child,
But
but I think that's of no use to any of us.
Again, I
sure.
think
Okay.
I remember
Yeah,
being
I mean,
11
I'm not gonna deny it.
2 years, 1 or 2 years after the rifts opened. So however long it's been
Alright,
since
good
then
luck.
is however old I am now.
I guess it's
Oh,
my
that's been-
birthday today. I don't know.
Very image.
Happy birthday.
Sure. Sure. I'd love a piece of cake.
I'll look into it
I
for
don't
you,
know how to bake,
Martesh.
though.
I owe Kakata a conversation.
Sweet,
you.
thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Certainly. Let's find somewhere reasonably.
talk?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna talk? What's going on?
I also.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
also gotta talk
I
to me,
also
you said.
need to speak with you later. That's right.
Okay. Cool. I'll be around.
Probably put in a word.
Either way.
Apologies for bringing them up, then.
I'll see what happens.
Has your morning been well so far?
It has.
That's good.
It has improved at least. I visited a grave
That's
first thing,
even better.
but
Oh. If you don't mind me asking, did you lose a friend?
Ulysses. He was one of Ventus.
I see. Apologize for your loss. May he wake up in paradise.
Whatever comes next for him, I hope he's well. In all honesty, I'd hoped to speak with you, well, weeks ago, but I find that my days often get away from me. Even now, as I said, our goal was that Eleni and I would speak with you together, but, well, she's having a different conversation,
That's
and
all right.
hence a rather open position.
I see. Were you speaking? I couldn't hear you.
I'm trying. I'm not particularly good at this.
Oh. Take your time, please.
You are a particularly interesting individual.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I mean it as one. Is it observation, what you do?
In what way do you mean?
You have a way of carrying yourself. I've seen you often to move between conversations. You'll join quietly, you'll leave quietly.
It's true. I've been doing what I can to learn from you all, learn how you all are. The first day I appeared in a very unruly way. I was told that when it comes to looking for teams and things of that sort, I need to observe and learn about those around me, or at least that's what I took from it. So yes, I do often join conversations and leave them. I want to know what they're like, what they're talking about, their interests. You'd be surprised with how much I've learned from my short time here.
I have
About
very
the
little
teams,
doubt of
about the
that.
people in the teams. People are very open.
Have you
Some
decided?
might consider that a bad thing, but
Go on.
it's just some might consider that a bad thing, being so open. But it's helped me adjust a little better, understand the people I'm working with and the people I'm talking to. But as you were saying,
Do you have a sense of what you are looking for?
in a team,
Or more broadly?
originally what I wanted... There. Originally I was looking for a team that shared similar interests to my own. Some people I could engage with on a very similar level. People that would understand the way I think and the way I act and the choices that I make. And it seems there is a team like that, but I've come to think about it a little more, and I wonder if too much of one thing is sad. I wonder if I should broaden my horizons and look for something other than what's just surface level. Something that might benefit me or them in the long run. And that's what I've decided to start doing when I look at teams, people.
Hail her, Ollie.
But yes, observing, understanding, seeing what might work best. I know how I am, but I learn how the others are. I learn if I'm the puzzle piece that fits with the rest. And then I understand how that fit is going to work. Benefits, pros, cons, negatives, things like that. I try to be calculated with my decisions. I try to make them for a good purpose. If that makes any sense at all.
It does. You spent time in Drose, yes?
Unfortunately.
I think most here who spent any time there would say the same.
I'm sure the barren landscape and the absolutely nothing there is home to some people, but for me it was misery in a prison that I'm very glad I'm out of.
And what of here? Have you found it amenable?
Very much so. You see, I was born in Kulani, where lush forests and things like this were common. My family and I owned a garden, and that is what I enjoyed. Greenery like this. This, compared to what I've been subjected to for most of my life, is beautiful. I only wish we had the same rainstorms here as we did in Kulani.
I don't know these stones.
Storms. Rainstorms.
Storms.
Apologies. I need to speak up.
It's quite alright. We are of many accents and manners of speaking here. I find frequently that while many would say to the contrary, I find that I often lack the words that I want to communicate what I want to.
This happens. There are a lot of people here that are very soft-spoken, I guess. Not saying you are one of them, but people of many mannerisms. I think it's good to be outright, speaking your mind and making sure they know of what you mean right away rather than leading up to it. Saves a lot of conversation.
Is that a goal for you?
Speaking my mind? Absolutely. Not much of a goal as it is my own mannerism. More the way I hold myself. Rather not dance around subjects and get right to them. Especially in a place like this. At least that's what I've come to decide for myself.
Why a place like this?
We're soldiers feels like the wrong term to use, but we're a group of people fighting for a very important cause with very important things and very important matters at hand. There's no time for dancing around subjects. A lot of people's lives are in our hands. Even though I'm just arriving, I've already seen death. Not saying I haven't seen it before, but it is here. When lives are at stake, we don't have time to, as I've said, dance around things.
And what do you think of Rosewood? Does Rosewood focus on not having time?
I used to think that at first. I'll be honest, I don't like drunkards. I don't like people that drink, but I've come to understand that sometimes there's very little else to do. Rosewood is a group of very extraordinary people with very extraordinary abilities. At least that's what I've come to determine. And they have a cause. A good one. One that's going to help a lot of people. In the end, we're all we can be, just people, for lack of a better word. But Rosewood is a group of people looking to do the right thing, but not quite having the right tools. If that makes sense.
What do you think we should be doing differently then? What would be the right tools?
I actually haven't decided yet. I know there's something here.
It's fine.
But that's still something I'm deciding. I know we're lacking something, I'm just not sure what. I don't know if it's better leadership, less leadership, a different kind of leadership. I don't know if it's leadership at all. But in the end, I'm still trying to determine that for myself. Once I have it, I'll be sure to share it, but until then, I do feel like there is something we're missing.
I would certainly be greatly interested in your perspective.
Absolutely. Once I understand it enough, I'll confidently come to anyone about it. But until I'm certain, I'm not going to speak on just whimsical thoughts with no backing. I like to have reason.
And what do you do in a situation where there's not time for reason?
I've learned to improvise. I might be one that likes to be calculating. My family was. We thought things through thoroughly before going through with it. But I've also encountered situations where I don't have the opportunity to think. Or I don't have time to come up with a plan before enacting it. And I've grown to adjust. I've grown to learn how to. Granted, I'm not a professional at it by any means, but I understand that not everything can have time taken to it. Not everything can be calculated.
You needn't answer the question, but what do you think of Ventus?
I apologize. If I missed a question, you can go back on it. Sometimes I get stuck in my own rambling.
Not at all.
I see. Ventus. You are a group of 3. That's right. You, Elenia, and haven't grown to know the other one. They're very distant.
Yes.
You and Elenia seem very close. More of a team than the other one, it seems. She's distant, and I don't want to say cold yet, because I haven't gone to speak with her, but she seems to have a mental battle that she isn't winning. Your team is very severed, unfortunately. That is a horrible thing. I heard you speak about Ulysses, a member that you all lost. Friend, family. I assume that has something to do with this. Divide?
It is...
Not only that, but
Well, it is the combination of a great many things. Some of which our own fault, some of which forces that surround us. My lieutenant approaches.
I also...
I hope you don't mind her joining.
Not at all. You all are a team, after all.
You could talk with the Sword Lord.
I'm glad. Apologies, my day was already looking as though it might turn into one of them, so I took the opportunity when she made herself available.
No, you're good.
As I was saying, your team is divided.
Yeah.
And I do recall another member leaving. I apologize for that. I certainly hope they find the peace they need. The, Zavirica woman.
Yes, Kiki.
That's her. As for Ventus as a whole, it just seems as though you're... I apologize, but a bit of a broken family. At least that's what I've come to observe. Obviously, my knowledge is all based on what I've heard and what I've seen. It could very well be false.
It's not.
But as for Ventus itself, then I apologize for that. Regardless, terrible thing. It seems you all do have some kind of vision that I haven't come to knowledge of yet, but you yourself are very outright. I heard the way you were speaking about the Palvindorians whenever they invaded the camp. Or the town. Better word. You feel strongly about them. I can agree with this. You must have a very strong head on your shoulders. A very good one, it seems. And you yourself seem to be intelligent. Like whenever we were looking for horses. You said this information might be wrong, but you said you came from Drosa?
Yes, I am from Drosa.
That's right. You seem very intelligent. That's what I've come to understand. But most I've seen of Ventus is from you two. Unfortunately, all I've seen from your third member is a very sad drunken mess. Alongside the captain of Umbra. I myself am not a fan of drunkards, but I've come to understand that some people need a way to let go, when others, there is no other way.
For what it's worth. Despite my own general dislike for that sort of activity, in the abundance that they both engage in it. I would not question either of their ability. Yes.
Apologies for interrupting. I've come to realize that as well. And I've seen their abilities, as you say.
When it's needed.
After all. Absolutely. At least I'd certainly hope. I did fight with Luca my very first day upon arriving, in a lack of better term, but certainly a good fighter, and I'll assume he wasn't drunk then.
I don't think so. Many of their problems are of their own making, some aren't. I won't justify their actions. Nor will I pretend that Yuki is still close with Ventus, as she once was.
I see. That's a shame.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
You did. Though I find myself particularly disappointed. Not by your answer, but... You've said that in a team, you're not looking for more of what you are.
That's right. At least that's what I've come to understand. Obviously, my options are only limited to those who extend their hand to me and invite me aboard, but if I have the chance to choose.
Have you thought then about who you might join?
Originally, Aqua was very high on my list, but as I've stated, too much of one thing isn't always good. So, I realize a lot of people on that team, at least from what I've come to gather, are somewhat like myself. Level-headed, at least I'd like to think I am. Mellow, I suppose. And I've decided that perhaps that isn't the best fit.
Perhaps not.
Surprisingly, whenever I first joined, I wasn't even considering Ignis. Kind people, but I wasn't really looking for people so much more different than what I am. But now that I've come to my realizations, I've decided that maybe that might be a good fit for myself.
You would do exceptionally well on Aqua. Though I suspect you'll do exceptionally well on whichever team wants you. Which, from speaking with you, is probably most of them.
Actually, I've only really garnered interest from Ignis. Everything else has just been speak from other people other than the team members. At first, Terra seemed to have some sort of interest, but they've never really spoken to me. Aqua, I've gone out of my way to speak with, and they seem interested, but only so much. Ignis is the only team that's extended their hand to me. Any other interest has gone unspoken, at least towards me. Umbra asked me questions earlier. I guess that might count as interest. And you spoke to me about your own team earlier as well. A while back, at least, from what I recall.
You've had both of our attention for a while. As I said, this has been a long time coming, but for my own availability.
I see. I'm glad we're finally able to sit down and talk.
I've been speaking a lot. Do you have any questions?
I'll answer what I can.
What have you already asked? I don't want to repeat anything.
I asked about what she might be looking for in a team. And your answer was, and correct me if I misstate, she's looking for something, well, I suppose you were here for part of it, they're counting, something different than what she offers. And than what she has.
That's right.
Which I think means we might be a bit out of luck, but...
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah.
We spoke up.
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Born and raised in Kulani. Whenever the rifts hit, my family relocated to Droza in hopes of a better future, but there they found anything but.
Oh.
Carrying a vase.
Interesting. Oh, there goes Gallup.
I like her a great deal.
The...
A vase.
Where are you taking it? I'm going to go... Thinking of questions is hard.
I'm looking for different colored flowers. I want to make
My family was relatively well off.
get like a multitude of different colored flowers.
I had private tutoring at a young age and learned to fight from my mother and father.
Yeah, but I'm looking.
If that helps at all.
What is
Obviously,
your
I'm from a
preferred
clan of dragonkin.
fighting style?
If I'm being honest, when I was trained with my family, I started learning simply with my own hands. The Kopesh are still a relatively new addition to my life. I suppose anything up close and quick. I'd assume not much different from your own fighting style. You also do wield.
Yes. I'm a very in and out kind of fighter.
Then I think I might have something similar in that. But I am still learning how to fight with them.
Take up a more direct the what is the word, the front line fighting, but that is not what I'm good at. But
I see. It's always good to touch up in areas that you're not confident in. I was speaking to the I think she said her name was Cadet Winter. She unfortunately doesn't know any up-close combat or any up-close fighting at all. Solely relies on her rifle. I was telling her it might be good to pick something else up. Good to be adept in fields that you're weak in. Be stronger. And more of a
does
threat.
she not have a knife?
At least not one that I
Normally-
saw whenever I asked her about it.
Yeah, that is strange. Normally, if you're a range or have a longer weapon, you have a knife. At least.
She said she relies on a shield to protect her most of the time. But unless she gets paired up on a team with the shield, I think it might be good for her to pick up a skill. Very least learning how to wield a knife.
Never a bad skill.
Knives are very handy.
Never a bad skill.
No, not at all. For example, I'm very close range. It might do me some well to learn something a little longer off, farther off. That's something I'll work on at the time here that I have. Do you have any other questions you could think of?
Mm. None that they can think of at the moment. Unless you have any questions for us.
Not from what I've observed. I don't believe so. What kind of magic do you all possess? That's something I haven't seen yet.
Divine.
If any. Oh, that's right, you're a healer, and
The same.
I assume you as well. Very useful. Thank you for what you all do to look after your team. And really everyone of Rosewood. Healers have a very hard job.
Yeah. Especially when I had to carry you while they're in the middle of fighting. It is a pain.
Wonder if
Isn't
there's
it
such thing as a spell to make someone lighter.
Lothariel made a horse for it.
It is?
That's right, I forgot the reason behind the horse hunting. I've never actually seen the horse myself, at least not yet, if he's managed it. It's going to be very helpful, though, I'd assume.
Has no hair.
He'd started to,
It's a little stump.
well,
Tail.
he had a little bit of he seems to be getting there. He had made progress yesterday and was riding it around somewhat, but apparently there are some problems. For example, he can't go backwards.
Oh,
which is perfectly
does
fine
seem
until
like a
there's
bit
a
of a
rift beast
problem.
in front of you.
I can certainly see how that would be a very big issue. I hope he learns to perfect it. Going to be a great help. What of... I believe her name was Yuki? What kind of magic does she possess? Is she also a healer like you two?
She had learned a healing spell, but is primarily offensively motivated. She casts fire and ice magic.
I see.
She's quite
Very
adept at it.
peculiar combination, but useful nonetheless.
It gives her versatility.
I'd like to see you all in combat one day. That would be very enlightening. Goes for the rest of Rosewood, I guess. I've seen very little from any of you combat-wise.
Indeed. Yesterday, many of you showed off for all of us, and few of us returned the favor,
That's right.
I'm afraid. Do you have questions about any of the others? Should you want to get an impression? Obviously, you can ask them, but chasing people down is a chore.
Not that I can think of. I know some people here use a cold from what you told me. I've learned pretty quickly what kind of magic Solus uses. I know of the unsorted, and I know of what they can do, mostly, other than the other gentlemen who showed up today. Haven't really had the chance to ask.
I don't think endurance training would do me myself.
Other than that, I guess it's just a matter of me learning. I won't pester you with the questions. It'll be a matter of who does what, on what team, and how do they do it. Might be better to learn as the days go along.
Tell me, if you know of the unsorted, who would you pick as another teammate? If there were two of you.
That's a good question. Let's see. Alma, Jacqueline, Ivir, who else? Winter. How many other unsorted are there?
There
Quite
are
a few of us.
11 of you, I believe.
Oh. Let me think. Honestly, I think Jacqueline would be a good teammate. From what I've come to learn, she seems very level-headed. Obviously, much like myself, but she gives off a very easy-to-trust feeling, and I think that's very important in a teammate. Not only this, but she's an alchemist. Alchemy is useful, but magic cannot be relied on. Strategically, I've yet to see her fight. She wields a sword and a shield, I believe.
Yeah.
So, not only that, but someone with protection capabilities. Alma comes to a close second. She has the longer to medium range that I do not. But lacks the shield that Jacqueline has. So, final answer, Jacqueline, I suppose. For a teammate, at least.
A good choice, I think. She's another who I suspect will have the attentions of any team paying attention.
Certainly seems as though. Most of our Unsorted have seemed to garner some kind of attention from the other teams. I know Helma's had her fair share of attention, and Ivy's struggling, but I'm sure he'll get it. I don't speak to Sorlier. I believe his name was Abby. They seem a little preoccupied most of the time.
The two were here
And
prior, so they're known to many of us.
that's what I have come to understand. I see. The new walls should be relatively aware of what they can do. Might help team pickings go a little smoother then.
Would you ever want to
Do you
wear
have
the
anything
cape?
else you wanted to ask?
Would you ever want to wear the cape?
The 14 captains, is that what that is?
Yeah.
With my current condition, no. Unfortunately, I'm still learning things about these. And that makes me, I don't want to say unreliable, or unpredictable. But it adds a certain element that I need to figure out first before being able to run a team. I need to have everything in a row before I can have people that follow under me, or even aside me. Perhaps after I learn and I'm more aware of what these are and what they do to me, then maybe. But until then, no.
I love her horns and tail. Just
Sorry,
that was so loud. Sorry.
It's alright, really.
Great
I get my
conversation.
horns. I get most of my draconic features from my father. My mother gave me her white hair and beautiful skin. These were a gift to me. The rings on my horns. They're given to young dragonkin, at least in my clan. And they grow with the horns.
Oh. Interesting.
Do they
But
have
thank you.
meaning?
I
Or
appreciate
simply
the
that they
compliment.
are the tradition?
Of course.
Tradition. At least it was for our family. It was really, in the clan, it was really only me and my mother and my father. The other dragonkin wore jewelry, of course, but none quite like ours.
Seen plenty of adornments on horns, but none quite like that. A lot more on the tips.
Thank you. That's right. My mother had that. She actually had, I guess pointed golden tips on her horns. She was the combative one in the family. And they were certainly used as such. Perhaps one day I'll add the same to my own.
Fair.
My father wore long earrings, and I would like to perhaps one day find some for myself in remembrance of him.
Hope that you're able to.
Thank you. I do.
I think for my part, I could
You-
speak. Oh, go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
Would you be opposed to making them yourself?
Fortunately, I'm not very crafty. I don't think I do a very good job. But I wouldn't mind trying one day, maybe. I don't think they'd turn out very well.
You never know. There is a lot of
Worth a
free
shot.
time that happens.
If I come across the materials, I'll give it a shot. You had another question.
Not as such, more the opposite. I'm certain that I could speak with you at any great length on a number of topics. I find the
Absolutely.
conversation exciting. However, I would think that they will not make anyone's decision in sorting matters easier, and I hope at least that
I wouldn't think so.
you have more conversations to have and perhaps interest to be garnered from more teams. So I'll thank you for your time.
I do as well.
And
Of
perhaps
course.
we'll speak more soon.
I don't see nothing more
Thank you.
special than a birthday.
Thank you. If you need anything else from me, let me know. I'm relatively an open book.
What do you think?
He's interesting.
I like her a great deal. She won't pick us,
It doesn't
but
seem like she wants to join us, sadly.
no. But we could extend the offer if you think it's worthwhile.
It would not hurt to, I suppose. I think that she would go great with us.
Oh, certainly. Of that I have little doubt. I think she would be an excellent addition. Even if she doesn't like Yuki's drinking.
I think that this is a small thing that can be worked around or on.
Indeed.
Did you invite the Avi?
No. Not without your say-so.
I thought they already said that you could. Did they not?
I'll admit,
I thought they did.
it has been a long couple of days. Do you think it worth
I
speaking?
invited the Swirlier.
Oh, you did? How did she react to
I
that?
like her. Yeah, she said that she would think about it. I like her. I think that she would go good on our team. Also, very good to talk to.
Yeah. A lot of the things that I like about
surprised
Coquette, I like
nobody
about
else is.
Sorlier.
Mm.
I would love them both. We would do remarkably together, all of us.
True.
I am loath, however, to extend more invites than we have openings.
Who do you want to find an invite to then?
The cat would be an exceptional addition to our team. I worry, though, that she won't accept the invitation and will lose Avi to Aqua.
Yes, from what I heard in the conversation, Cricket is not thinking about us. Really?
She doesn't want people close to her, and she identifies us as somewhat close, I think. Suppose we could simply go and offer it, and see if she makes a firm no. But nor would I want to offer something that...
We could wait a little bit until we offer the last one. We do have a bit more time.
Yes.
And see how situation is later.
Maybe. Perhaps we could simply ask her... Would that I knew where Jacqueline wished to go. I would not that we once again extend more invites than we have openings, but I would love all of them.
They would all fit very good. This is a hard choice.
I think Avi will say yes. And that on its own might get us sore there. Though that, I think, is not much of a consideration to me. I want them for separate reasons, not because they are together. They're not together, but they are close, certainly.
It is alright. We do not have to think about it too much right now.
I am torn. Avi is a very good friend, and I have missed him a great deal. It was a pleasant remembrance for his return. But I wonder if Coquette isn't the better option for Ventus. Though Yuki too has some love for Avi. In at least whatever part of her holds love yet.
I'm thinking that this sounds more leaning towards Abby.
Why?
I feel like Avi has more reasons to join us, and also would want to join us more than Coquette. From what the discussion with her said.
Yes.
She would be, I think, a good friend, but I don't think that she would want to join our team. What are they doing?
Perhaps then we extend the invitation to Avi, and mayhaps I'll speak to Coquette. And should she choose that her desire for something different than her changes, that we might wish to speak with her more. But I think you're right. I think she doesn't want to be amongst us. A great pity that.
True. But it is okay. You will still be able to fight alongside her.
Yeah.
Just not as directly.
Would that there were 7 to a team. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like that would be too many.
Probably. I'll speak more with Avi first. It may well be that he can be convinced yet that he desires instead to join Aqua. And I feel like Aqua at least deserves the chance.
I'm going to come with you.
Fair enough.
Because I saw this earlier with the Avi. Oh, there they are.
Where?
I like her. Right there.
Oh, is that... okay. I mistook some of the colors and thought Sorelier's white was Yorichi's coat.
Oh.
We have a great deal of dogs here now. Rin thinks that I'm a dog person. Do I seem like a dog person to you?
A dog person? What does that mean?
That I like dogs.
You like dogs? I suppose, do you?
He thinks because I'm friends with her and with Yuki and with Avi.
Am I a dog person?
Don't know.
Because I am friends with them too.
Fair enough. I think she's full of it, but...
I guess I do hate the cat.
Alright, I'll take it as a yes.
It's just this one person.
Retraining. Training, yes. I have learned how to, or at least I kind of knew how to do that already, but I'm learning better how to aim when I jump for someone's throat, so I can rip them apart from there.
And the others are making cake out of the
Hey Talia, hey
Hey,
Elena.
Magnus.
Yeah!
Hello.
How are you both?
Well enough. And yourself?
That's good. Doing well.
Yes, I took apart the mannequin, but then I was asked
Hell,
Anything
Jackson.
fun and interesting happen?
With this, pause.
We've had a number of conversations each today. Always pleasant. And yourself?
No. Sensei Jack already did it.
Getting started for the day. The front's already up and about, went up and about, and is up in Norendel right now.
I see.
He's probably gonna be up there for the rest of the day, so.
Fair enough.
Can you?
A couple people are up there. Lothariel as well, for
They
example.
would have like a cherry stem and they'd shove it in the mouth and somehow people would like tie a knot.
Yeah, I heard
I
he mentioning that
sometimes just
last
end up
night.
swallowing the whole stem by accident.
You first.
Alas.
How are you doing?
And for like a few quick seconds, oh, okay, I'm fine.
Oh, if you ever want to sit down and talk for a bit,
I'm learning how to rip
Perhaps.
feel free to find me.
No, I'm trying to steal one of those three, so perhaps, perhaps later.
Well,
Unless
I
you
really
need
don't
something.
understand
Fair
it.
enough,
Unless,
come-
they're trying to kill me. In that case, I will be killing another one. It's justified.
If you like
Would it
thought
be
of
justified?
doing the
Why are you looking behind you?
You might be taken away.
The other ox down there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
Should I hide?
What?
I've been
But
spotted.
I'll probably try. No.
The other ox members that are down there.
Individuals.
Oh, I addressed a question to you and you turned around seemingly at that moment, but perhaps the timing was
a
trick of my imagination.
Oh, I see.
Did you need something?
What was the question?
Or were you just joining the conversation?
No, I was just here, you know.
Why are you shooting me?
Today's going much better. Not
What?
every time that I find people are they asking me to talk to someone else.
Yeah.
I hope you both have a good day.
Or, asking about LaFront's horse or whatever that was all about last night. In any case.
I'll see you
you
both later.
Maybe I should take it off. I don't like this.
I've had my fun with it. How about your weapons, Sorlier Navi? Where do you keep your weapons? For curiosity.
Tent.
Oh, the tent. All right. Good to know then. Do you always keep them at the tent?
This is a remarkably suspicious question, Toriel.
Well, in case I need to defend myself, I could use their weapons, for example.
My
Right,
weapon
right.
is taller than me, so I think it'd just be a bit of a hassle for you to use it.
Yes, I think the bird get crushed.
There are weapons aplenty in the
Also-
training grounds should you need them, and aboard the ship otherwise.
Also,
That's
I take
true,
my spear off
that's true.
because I've been known to stab people with it by accident whenever I bend over.
Is try not to take some of these personal weapon, because then if they need to fight,
For
they'll be
example,
like,
Sorlier
"Where the
in the
fuck is my
tavern."
weapon?" And then I die on the ground. 'cause you stole my
That was
weapon.
accident. Well, I mean that is one, but I
don't
didn't
really
mean it.
plan on
And she's
standing around stealing their
okay.
weapons.
Do you normally
You don't-
mean to
doesn't
stab
need
the
steal their
people
weapon
around
now,
you?
Right?
Yes, 'cause
Never.
there is no one in the training ground.
Well,
Well, that's true. You're right.
never.
And you have your teeth. And claws.
Right. Claws and teeth. I was just curious.
Do they?
What is with the love dimples?
They're,
Are they fishing?
are they fishing in the cave?
Plenty of fish today.
Yeah,
Yes, they even caught a frog.
There are cave fish.
And they
Yeah.
Fish.
You never heard of a cavefish before?
No, because all the caves where I'm from are frozen solid.
They could be under the frozen solid water.
I suppose that is technically true. I've never experimented with it. Fair enough. Perhaps we'll try if we're ever in the north together.
If you really want
Though I would advise we never go there.
I think we're in agreement. Hope to never see Rosa again.
Yeah.
Wow. 4 votes no. I'm outruled.
You guys want cake?
Hello?
What?
They were looking for someone else too, but I forgot
Cake.
who it was. It might have been
Yeah, we're celebrating Penny's, Callum's, and Angie's birthday, so we made cake.
Has everyone realized that they've had a birthday when they weren't paying attention?
Yeah,
I think Caleb lied.
No, yeah, Jackson came in and said happy birthday, Callum, while we were making the cake, and so now it's Callum's birthday too.
Yeah, they said something about they just wanted cake, and that's why they said it was their birthday.
But we made it for him anyways because it was already part of the bit, and it's mostly for Penny. But
if I say it's my birthday too, do I get a bigger slice of cake?
Is it your birthday?
The question first, please.
Would you lie to me about your birthday if you thought you would get more cake?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Just
then
because
no,
he
it's
would
not.
lie doesn't mean that he's not.
All right. All right. Well, hold on. I have. Can you hold these?
I mean, I don't know when my birthday is. Like, it might be my birthday today.
I'll hold the cake.
All right. Now you can hold the plates. Take the plates. Give everyone a plate. In this hand. Stop. You really gonna do this on Penny's birthday? Penny and Angie's and Caleb's birthday? All right. Stop.
I'm trying to help. Hey, I'm trying to help. Okay, I'm not trying to.
No,
steal the
I don't
cake this
trust
time.
you. I don't trust you.
I only tried to steal it once earlier.
All right.
Okay.
All
Not
right.
This time.
Okay. All right. Can you have everybody plate?
Oh, okay. Please.
Mm.
Pass it down.
Everyone pass it down. Everyone gets a slice of cake.
I'm alright.
All right.
Not on my list of
You sure?
things
It's free.
I
It's free.
want to
It's
try.
chocolate.
I'm okay.
Yeah, it's good cake.
I don't know.
It has got buttercream and blueberries.
Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What's up?
I don't. Chocolate doesn't agree with me.
Because you're a dog.
Enjoy it now and regrets later.
I mean, like,
Has Yorichi
to be
had
fair,
any?
you'll probably just have horrible shits.
Yeah, enjoy it now and regret later.
Now I got.
All right.
I have to debate if it's worth
There you
it.
go.
Avi,
Base fit.
Yes.
For you.
consider that you don't
Yo, give me
sleep
my
in
cake.
your tent
You
alone.
ready? There we go, cake.
I want more cake.
You play, all right. Here's your cake, and you don't want cake, and that hurts
I'm
my
alright.
feelings, but I understand.
I am sure that it is delicious cake. I'm just not.
My hands are.
Like, if I had to rate this cake out of
Thank you,
20,
Avi.
it'd be 17.
I see.
How do I eat it?
All right.
With your
My
face.
hands.
Fucking
With your face.
Thank you.
Fuck, I didn't use ring forks. God damn it. You're gonna have to use your hands. You can wash off in the shower.
Happy not birthday, Penny.
Milo.
Thank you. It's okay. I didn't have any.
Okay.
So the dairy. You
Yeah,
have to
I'm
admire
about
it.
to cry.
Good cake.
Hey, you.
Would it make you feel better if I made like a vanilla cake?
Sweet.
All right. One of the fucking Graham's gonna go get more ingredients. I'll tell him to get vanilla so you can have a cake too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Who else did I fucking miss?
Thank you,
All
Galen.
right, Lumen. All right. All right. Enjoy your cake. Happy birthday.
You. Bye, Galab.
It's so good.
Day of birth. Happy day of birth.
I'm very sorry, Avi.
It's
When you're done with the plates, you can just set them in like a can or something. I'll go get them probably before the day's over.
All right.
Hey, Avi, come here. To the side for just a moment.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with this much cake.
Oh, there they go. Eat it. I'm gonna put this in the bin.
I guess it's all. So good.
Hmm.
Hello.
You get any?
Yes.
Cool.
I need to get rid of this plate. I'll be right back.
Gives me the rumblies and my tumblies.
Why is this so fucking stupid yet funny? Okay. Play a serious character. Even if she has a sense of humor. She doesn't have my sense of humor. Okay. Oh.
They're. I don't know where Talia went. Oh.
Right here. Sorry. Was just throwing out the plate. What are they scheming?
I have no idea. Probably licking more ice or something.
She's giving him cake.
Okay, go get him. Sound the fish does.
Y'all gave me fish as a substitute.
Is it actually fish? Or are you hiding cake in
Yes.
those hands?
It's a fish. It's a raw fish.
It's fish. It's raw, but see,
Fair
Your
enough.
Majesty wanted the fish unpeeled, and so I have unpeeled the fish.
Your Majesty?
I don't know.
Is Cecilia
it's
here?
A bit of a funny bit we went through.
Oh, okay.
I'm blonde enough for it.
What?
Huh?
You seemed surprised. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
What?
What did I do?
Can you eat raw fish?
Mm.
Okay.
It's not that old. I caught it this morning and sank my teeth into it.
Well, it's not a
It's
question
kinda
of how
molded to
old it
kill
is. If I were to eat a raw fish, I'd be very ill.
Oh. Well then, what's the difference between Avi eating raw fish and cake? You're still gonna shart.
It is like the amount of shit, I think.
We'll cross that bridge.
That makes sense.
Have fun with that one. Avi, we came over roughly to steal you.
Okay, I'm being stolen away.
I figured.
We'll have him back
Okay,
soon.
but you return, Avi, right?
I'll give
I
him
will
back.
hunt down.
You know what? Good luck with that. We'll go to my secret hideout where you don't know where it is.
I will find
It's up
out
there,
the
isn't it?
help
Right on
of
Ventus
my
Rock.
Nose.
Ventus Rock?
No.
If anything, that's Aqua Rock.
Yeah.
I just keep taking it because
Really?
it's convenient.
Well, then it's.
Let's go. Let's go to the brand new Ventus Rock.
Wait, Avi forever?
Yeah, it's de facto Ventus
I
Rock.
I don't think Ventus would do
I don't see enough Ural there.
I like Ventus. At least those two.
We like you too, Toria.
I like
See
you
you
too.
later.
I like you too.
Okay.
I think this is the first time I'm gonna be up here, and I don't panicklingly run away.
The what? Oh, when you were. Sit, don't sit, whatever. I'm going to sit. I had a long day yesterday and I didn't sleep much.
Okay.
I'm very bad at this part of it for some reason. You said earlier, and I apologize if bringing Elenia into the conversation is unwelcome, but you said earlier that one of the teams that had expressed interest was Aqua.
Oh. Did
Be careful with your hand, please.
Sorry,
You
I
see, touching it is
just-
not good.
sorry, I'm just gonna figure out ways to nurse the pain at least.
It's okay. I appreciate it. Look. Sorry.
You're fine. Don't apologize for it.
Relax. I'll be okay.
Okay. I just worry. I know you'll be okay, but just don't like seeing you like that. You don't have to go through it alone.
I have quite the club looking out for me.
Nope. Never alone.
Club?
The club.
Like club? Oh.
You expressed reservation about joining Aqua again.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm a bit on the fence about it just because what that might entail. You know, past experience and all, it's hard to forget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Do you think that apprehension is enough that it won't go away?
It'll always be a part of that. It's what birthed that magical spell, or at least the beginning of the puzzle pieces for it. It's not something I can ignore. Regardless, I don't want it to rule my life. Oh. But again, that's why I'm on the fence. I was honest when I told them that too.
Do you think they'll try to convince you?
They've convinced me as much as they could yesterday. More so they, gave the open offer. And they said that if I happen to be on any other team, they'll respect it. That if I'll be happy there, they'll be happy for me.
I'm sure that's true. Well, we pulled you aside because if you want it, there's a space for you on Ventus.
Yes.
Formally this time.
Eh?
Yes.
Eh? Eh?
What?
Just like that? Not thinking about it, just a yes? Immediately?
I thought about it. What do you mean? She's told me to give some thought about it yesterday, and I thought about it.
Oh. Are you sure?
Huh?
Oh, that was easy.
Was it supposed to be hard?
No, it is just we had
You'll-
the decision to make, and you just made it a lot easier.
Was there like convincing? Was there like decisions, things to think about?
I think we're more than excited to have you. My reservation is only that you may find happiness more elsewhere. And I didn't want to... You're convinced that this choice is better for you than to return to Aqua.
Yeah, I think so.
Even knowing that Ventus is not what it once was.
Oh.
Why?
Absolute faith?
In what?
From the time I've known you, you've always watched my back and stuff. So, to know that that thing is at least a surefire thing, I think I can just rest at ease. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Ventus, at least the way I see it now and then, it always felt like it never needed a captain. Not that I'm saying you're not needed. I'm trying to get to my point. It just felt like that each member can at least put some trust in each other to know that they are where they need to be, what they need to do, to stick together and such like that. You put enough faith in her?
That's true.
And although Yuki isn't the person she was before, I still like her, and I think I can also trust her too.
Okay.
Okay? What?
Welcome to the team, I suppose? Almost? Kind of. Yes, welcome to the team. Eh?
It's hard to put into words. I am not used to
What? People wanting to be around you or something? People wanting to be on your team?
Maybe. I don't know.
They want to be around you.
Yeah,
Even
but you
if it
have to.
doesn't
You're
feel
my
stupid.
sister.
I don't have to. I mean, I could just walk away one day and be like, yeah, fuck that girl. No more. No. I love you, despite you being my sister.
Despite.
Is that the wrong word?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Words are hard. I love you, no matter what.
I love you too. For your knowledge, our other invitations have so far been extended to Jacqueline and to Sorlier.
Oh.
I don't know if you've heard about the latter
I like
yet.
Sorlier.
Me too.
Yeah.
I really hope she joins us.
Mm.
Who?
Hey,
Sorlier.
Sorlier. I like her.
I will spoil nothing.
It's not your job to. But I'm looking forward to having you. I suppose in some ways it's a long time coming. Alright, well, and there's one other important question.
Yeah?
Talia, lay down.
Well, I was doing it for the solidarity, and now I don't need to, but...
Oh.
When is your actual birthday? We'll make you a cake. I don't know how to make cake, but we'll figure it out.
It's...
I'm not staying here long. Hello. Okay.
It's somewhere in the mid-spring. The beginning, the very first day of mid-spring.
Alright. I'll try to remember that. Though I'm awful with dates. I know we can't, like, formally have you, but welcome, nonetheless.
Yes.
Wait, why not formally have me? What's the difference from having me informally?
I think we're not allowed to give you the uniform yet.
Oh.
Honestly, do we have any uniforms that would fit a man?
Yeah, mine.
You're
Would that work?
kind of bigger than me.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, true.
Is Yuki most closest to my size? Maybe? Although...
Maybe, but I think she only has the one Gambeson right now. We'll figure it out.
I don't think I'd fit Yuki at all.
We must have some cloth around.
You don't have from the, previous apprentice members? Oh, okay. If all else fails, I'll get some berries and crush them and paint my uniform.
We'll get you a uniform.
Are there any berries this color?
I'll find a way.
Lothario managed to make those flowers blue somehow.
There's blue flowers, I think, over in the
Glenn?
Not those. Not
Maybe
those.
blue?
When he asked me to the gala, he gave me flowers.
Oh.
Yes, you out to a rich people dance place?
Yes.
Oh, I so badly wanted to go to one of these, even though I did not fit in.
I have no fancy.
We didn't fit in
Fancy
either.
uniform.
The Stitches made
This is
those.
weird.
We still have the dress. I can show you sometime. It's a disaster.
Oh, you can put on the dress.
Huh.
We can have a gala for
I'd
your
like to see
birthday.
I want to wear that. Oh. It's a
I
little
don't think it'll be very
mini
good, but maybe. We can try. We'll come up with something.
Okay.
But yes, he asked me to the gala. And then I went and got trapped in Kenvale for 2 weeks.
Oh.
After tentatively telling him no because, well, there was everything with it was a whole thing.
Hmm.
There were feelings between Yuki and I at the time.
Oh. I think I kind of caught on a little bit of that at the beginning, but then... I don't know. Well, I thought it was like, you know, telling Yuki. I thought that was...
I thought so
Huh.
too. I was wrong and didn't handle things well, and it's a long story.
Oh.
She and I aren't close anymore.
Hmm. I know.
I still like her.
Me too. Well, now I don't particularly know what to do with the rest of my day. I'd go find Lothariel and bother him, but he's in the city.
Huh.
I think I want to go bother Soldier.
Before you bother her, can I bother her for about a few minutes
Go.
before you bother her?
Oh, sure.
Go tell
Go for
her.
it.
Okay, I wasn't gonna... I was totally gonna do that.
Go.
I'm not that predictable! I swear!
You're exactly that predictable in this moment. Go. We'll see you later, Avi.
So, we have Avi.
And maybe Jacqueline, and maybe Sorlier.
I'm happy with that.
I think I'll make it a part of my day, at least, that I still want to speak with Helma as well. Just in case. And I'll talk to
Have
Kakat
you
briefly.
talked to Avier? Okay. I just don't want to leave him waiting for a conversation.
He is a Reaver. He says that he's tired of being one. That he thinks it might be nice to try being kind.
I don't think he would work on Ventus. I was going to, if you had not talked to him yet, I would have talked to him and be like, you're not the best fit for Ventus. from what they've seen. And we also have our pick of people that we want.
Maybe there's a place for him, but
It is not the event, this.
I find it so hard to see someone that I know to be what he is. I wish but for that he had not said try. I wish that I didn't distrust him so.
Maybe one day it will not be like that.
If he wills it, then I hope so.
I hope I'm not interrupting both of you.
Hail, Barrett.
Wanted to potentially ask Elenia if you have the ability to have some free time. Could we talk?
Sure. It should be fine now.
I'll take my leave.
Of course, if there's anything between both of you that need to discuss for team's sake, of course, would not want to interrupt. But
Oh, no,
I
it
want
is alright.
to get some potential advice from you.
Alright.
I might like to speak to you at some point, Barrett, if you have the time. Though it's not pressing.
Of course. Of course. I'll come to you when I have the free time.
Let's have the talk with Saline, perhaps. A cat.
Yes.
A brief moment.
Absolutely.
I talked with Elenia. We think, from what you've said, that based on what you're looking for, you would not find that in Ventus.
I understand.
Though I think we're both eager to talk more with you in the future. So in that,
Of course,
I do wish you good luck in searching, and should you decide that what you've said is not how you truly feel you want to search for a team, I'd be eager to speak more with you on it.
Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity, Talia. Thank you.
Have a good day.
I as well. I also wish you two luck in finding perfect members for your team. You have quite a few unsorted to pick from.
A good group, certainly.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm so tired. When we were on the Ural Rock, Yorl was up on the watchtower. Though I'm guessing that he has to seek out some people for conversations at some point. Inia feels strongly against Ivir. That's a fun one. Oh look, there he is. Or is that Isaiah? I can't tell. No, that's Isaiah. Oh, it is Yorl.
Rare.
Hail Ferrali. Do I want to speak to Yorl? That I don't particularly know.
Hi, Talia.
Hey, Lund. How was your day?
A bit rough.
Are you alright?
No, but I'm sure I'll get over it.
If you wish to talk, I'm more than happy to. Otherwise, I wish you well.
Sure, actually. I think Yoruichi is off duty, so.
Okay. Lead on then.
Okay. I'm not sure where your benches are.
There are some on either side. Some there, or here. What troubles you?
Professor Caldwell, Barrett, and, Sneefa brought me into the, staff hall, I guess.
Mhm.
And, confronted me about everything that was happening. They demanded to know where I was from and my former company, everything. And if I had lied to them. I was forced to tell them, and they're going to do a fact finding, and if something is wrong, then they'll. If something's wrong with what I said, then they're going to have me removed or worse. They said, and then they acted all friendly afterwards. I'm not sure. It all just felt like a threat, I guess. I showed them the spell that they were having me learn. I've been asked, or I guess ordered, to never cast it. And that a new one will be drafted up. They're claiming that it will be, or if I cast it, then I would destroy myself and everyone around me. And finally, they asked me to tell everyone, I guess, where I'm from now. If at the very least that I'm from Palvindor. Further, I guess Jackson, Aileen, and someone else went up to the airship to inspect if I had done any damages to it. As it's been reported that I was casting a 4th level spell and attacked the airship and tried to damage the communications array or something. And so there are now more people that are suspicious of me, I suppose. Or acting hostile. I still don't know if Lumen and Professor Arcturus believes me, is what I told them. And then they offered an invitation to Lumen, probably so they can keep an eye on me. They said that they'd keep Vesper away from me, and that he wouldn't harm me.
The
As long as
arrogance. What bullshit. I'm sorry, Winter.
I wish things weren't like how they are now. Things are far too complicated.
Yeah. In honesty, if there's any truth, to what they're suggesting, you should go. Leave tonight. I can help you go.
We're gonna go.
I don't know.
Talia. You wanted to have a conversation?
I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Of course. I'll be waiting by the medical house.
Thank you. You could
Where would I
vanish
go
into
now?
the city, maybe. We'll be gone soon enough. There are places to hide, I'm sure. Or you could make your way to Fort Ophelia. Should we return there, you'd need to hide yourself, but other than that... But there are some refugees there who came from Beston, who saw. Like a couple of us saw you. It's possible some of them might have. The truth of it is that I don't know where to go. But if there's truth to it, they will most assuredly kill you here. And I'm not sure that...
They were adamant. Vesper is not here right now. But if they hadn't stopped Vesper, or whatever things had happened from before, I can't trust that they'll be protected.
You shouldn't join Lumen.
Regardless of where I'm placed. No. But I have no doubt that they're going to go tell him.
I think it is undoubtedly true that he will learn.
Mm-hmm. Are you certain that you can help me escape?
No.
I'll think on this then.
To flee would mark you. And probably your sister.
Mm.
If you're guilty, you should do it anyways, but if you're not, I think you should stay.
Guilty?
If you're here to hurt Rosewood, if you're here to support the Palandorians, or if you're guilty of being the one to commit the atrocities. If you made those decisions, if you participated when you didn't have to,
I didn't volunteer for any of this. Honestly. I'm not here as a spy. Or to undermine this place or any of you. And I'm certainly not here to console myself about what I've done. They weren't the right decisions to make.
Okay. On the airship, the top row of the top hallway of bunks. This will open the room to Ventus dorm on the right. If you're threatened, you need a place to sleep that is away from the rest. Go there. But don't let anyone know you have it.
Okay.
And only go if you have to. If you're seen, you'll lose the...
Okay.
I'm sorry. I wish I had more to offer. But
I
we'll figure this
appreciate
out.
it, regardless. I don't want what happened in Beston or Golden Shore to happen to anyone else.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't mean to interrupt, but when you get a moment, can I speak to you, Winter?
Sure.
Sure, I'll be in the tavern.
Go ahead if you want.
Okay.
We can talk more later if you want.
And thank you for all of this. I know that you're risking a lot as well. Taking this chance with me.
I hope I'm right. Please take care of yourself.
Perhaps.
I'll do my best.
Well, fuck. Double fuck. Damn it. What do you want? Am I reaching for magic? What am I gonna do with that shit? Alright, let's go pick a fight with Lumen. Do I need to pick 2 fights? Do I have that in me for the day? I already have to pick 2 fights with them. Let's just try to keep it on topic.
Hello.
Hi.
Octaris is making plans to... getting opinions on a plan to go to Andrian and set up a shield there. But I said it'd be better to travel to both, see how both are doing first, and then make a decision after knowing how they're both doing.
Yeah.
So, he might come to talk to you about that, not sure.
I doubt it. He, Sonny, and Barrett are putting together a group. They're gonna try to bring up Winter on some form of trial.
Eh? Why?
Because she is who she is. And they think she's a spy.
You don't do that for anybody else.
No. Which makes me think that it's not going to be much of a trial. I think they're just going to kill her. I've given her my key to the room on the airship, should she need a place to hide. I don't think she's guilty. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. And if so, I'll deal with those consequences, but...
She hasn't given us anything to think that she is.
If she were a spy, she'd be much better at it.
She would not have told us all of the things that she did.
I told
She
her
would
that
not
if
have
she's
told me
guilty,
that
she
she
should flee
was-
tonight. We'll see if she does.
She would not have said that she was part of the people that attacked us in Norendal if she was a spy. She did not actively harm any of us, but she was there. She was a part of this group.
Yeah.
I think she was one of the people in the distance firing.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Feels weird. I don't think she's guilty. I don't know why I
There
say that.
definitely is something she's not telling us,
I don't know.
but
Like I said, I told her that if she's guilty, she should flee. We'll see if she's here in the morning. I offered to help her get away. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, and Barrett, I think wanted to talk to you about the Vesper situation. If he comes
God.
back, they're not happy with him.
I can't imagine why. Is anyone happy with him?
No. No. He's burned a lot of bridges. All by himself.
I think his father would be proud.
It's very interesting seeing how everyone's reacting to the guard duty.
There were other things that keeping me up, but don't worry too much about that.
Can take the next possible shift in order to take stress off of people's backs. I know
It is
the
appreciated
Unsorted
if you can.
are their own team until sorting, so. We
That's
should
one
be
way to see
able
it, by all means.
do that.
I will go
At this
look
point,
at
honestly, if the
vessel.
Unsorted are their own team, then we need to worry. I feel like we might be outclassed by a lot of people. But
Watch your
still,
back.
you wanted to have a conversation?
I'll let
We
you
can
look
speak
for Sunny.
wherever
If
you
need
will.
help finding her, let me know.
By all means, can walk over there for the time being. Apologize if I might seem a little groggy. I might have fallen asleep on the bench. Night has been terrible, and I've not had any sleep yet, so. But, by all means, I saw you were talking with, Elenia. I'm assuming she's also told, our situation when it comes to Lumen and Vespa, right?
Not the specifics, just that you wanted to speak with me on it.
Well, I wanted to specifically talk with Elenia because she was close to Vespa, despite her whole, I guess, found family not working out. I don't wish to dig too deep. This is a personal matter for Elenia, and again, it's her thing, but specifically, you wanted to have a conversation. What was that about in that sense?
My conversation, you mean?
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, I heard a fragment of a conversation, just a couple of sentences as I was walking past.
Hmm.
You know Ivir, either personally or perhaps by the reputation of his clan, or... You seemed displeased.
The way as I have perceived, he is displeased with my sheer existence. And so far, I'll be honest, you're not a dumb person, Talia. I know you're very much smarter than the average person when it comes to here in Rosewood, and I think as a northerner yourself, you know exactly why.
I was 8 the first time we went to Halston.
Wait.
9 the first time I saw you fight.
That why? Magnus was the name, correct?
Of the clan of the same.
That explains why ever since I heard that name, there's always been a sense of, where have I heard you? And that's fair. So, what do you want me to say? Yes.
I want to know what
Doesn't
Barrett
like the fact that
Bronson's
I'm
doing.
superior than him. What Barrett Bronson is doing here? Barrett Bronson is trying his best to assist in a matter that could cause the end of everything. Not just of Droza, of Halston, but the entirety of the world. I understand that there are problems that some other clans might have with us, but the sheer fact that we're effective at what we're doing when it comes to Halston. But there's something I want to be honest with you, Talia. I'm not here to make friends with other clans if it needs be. I'm here to put a goal in front of everybody, and that is making sure that we focus on taking care of the rifts. That is the main problem that needs to be solved. Anything happens along the way, beneficial, nice, comforting, whatever it may be. Believe me when I say this. Being here is not a strategical position. Having one of the sons, the Iron Wall of Halston, somewhere off somewhere else instead of in the secure walls of Halston itself. I'm simply here because I want to help save this fucking world. Is that a problem?
I came over to ask you the same. You know who I am now. What I was. Do we have a problem?
I'll tell you the same thing that I told Torio. I do not care about what your connections are to my clan, what your connections are, or how you feel about me. What matters is that we work together as a team for the sake of the rifts. And as long as you do not take that dagger of yours, or that sword of yours, and plant it within my back, I'm going to make sure that the Rift Beast, as well as I, keep your jaw intact. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
The way I heard it, you threatened Torio. Is there truth to that?
I threatened her specifically because she kept on trying to stand up to me with the entire situation. Threatening to tell my team about the entire situation of who I am as a Bronson, even though a lot of people in Lumen already are well aware of who I am. It was one of the first things that I was open about when it comes to the clan.
Your team knows because I told them, if nothing else.
Well, and overall, then I can absolutely thank you for taking care of my job, but I did it anyway, because I like to have trust. And if I cannot trust Toriel, nor you, I don't see you as beneficial to the entirety of the cause. As I said, I'm going to cover your back whether you like to or not, and I'm expecting you as Ventus to do the same thing. And I said the same thing to Toriel. So I'm going to say the same thing to you. I do not care who you might have disagreements with, violence with, or potentially might be on their way to slit your throat. If they try to do so while you wear the Rosewood colors, I'm going to go for bat for you, no matter what it is. And I'm expecting you to do the same with me. Is that clear?
Good enough for me.
Good. If you have any other concerns or something, feel free to mention them to me. But I'm assuming that after this conversation, it's very clear where we stand.
That's all I wanted to know. It's been a long time coming, I think, this conversation. But now we know.
To be honest, I thought you were a little bit smarter by the fact that you were able to push all these feelings to the side, but if that conversation was indeed necessary, then by all means. Glad to be of assistance, Madam Magnus.
I'm trying to figure out where to put
Excuse
you
me.
for a long time. It was only after I heard that you threatened Toriel and it sounded to me like you maybe threatened Ivir that I wanted to talk. Sounds like I might not be correct in that assumption. That's enough for me for now.
I have said it the same way. I did it to others. If they draw the first punch, I will defend myself, and I will make sure that they learn that it is a mistake to attack me.
That's fair.
If they do not do that, then I will not be the one to step in their way. All I'm asking is for cooperation.
I think that's reasonable. And you've in the past done
That's
right
all
by
I
me and
ask and
mine.
all I require. Good.
Thank you for talking with me.
Of course. Told you.
Madam Magnus. So that is what he sees me as now.
I think you can absolutely approach, given that she currently has uppies from Barrett.
Is she alright?
Yes.
That's good.
She likes that. Believe me. Makes her feel tall.
Hi, Ivir.
Aileen, you have a minute.
Yes?
The one talk I had planned.
I do.
It went
How did it
well.
go?
I've learned many things.
can I do for you? Or, I don't know what the question is, but...
I'd like to know what you said to the setting sun and why.
I wanted to see if there was any reason to believe that we still had a problem of people that were potentially impersonating them, given that they seem to have a shared interest in things that would not make sense if they were actively soliciting people's help. I wanted to see if they potentially would have any way to understand if there was a group that would be out there that would want to pretend to be them.
It didn't occur to you that they might be the ones pretending to be them?
If that were the case, why were they in the midst of helping things out, let alone allow us to be present unfettered?
Because there were 6 of them and there are 46 of us.
Yes, and if you remember the initial welcome we got when we arrived there, it could have very easily been the entirety of the defenses versus the 46 of us. They clearly had a sway with the people there well before we did. If they wanted to, they could have easily shown us the door, metaphorically.
They were pissed off enough by whatever it is exactly that you said. And I don't know if it's the words you used or the insinuations you made, and I don't really care, it doesn't matter. But when I went to ask of them about Tao, they threw me out. Which means that that's cost me the first real chance I've had in a while of finding any information about Tao, and where my former captain was taken.
It's not my intention. Sorry that happened. However, there was nothing that was insinuating to them that I believed them to be directly responsible of anything that happened. If that is what they derived from it, I cannot control that level of assumption, given that it was approached out of a concern that there was somebody that could be impacting their reputation. If they got angry over that, that would only imply that they had something to hide.
Or that we showed up to the city that they're helping to defend, claiming to be the ones to be their saviors ourselves. And then start throwing things at them.
Then very well again, if that was what their goal was from the start. From the sounds of it, we do not exactly have the best opening reputation until people are willing to stick their necks out to vouch for us, regardless of what we've done. They could have easily driven us away, and none would have really been the wiser.
Maybe. It's hard to know. It's impossible to know. Neither of us will ever say. I'd simply ask that in the future, if you make such inquiries, either please let me know that I might make some others first. Or that you try to be delicate in doing so. As I said, I'm not going to try to... Thank you.
I'm not asking for forgiveness in the matter. It was admittedly quite reckless.
You made the decision you thought was right.
The hope I had was that by approaching it from a position of believing that it was impersonation would make them believe that if they were indeed against us, that we had no suspicion that they were truly at fault, and that it might result in them being more willing to speak. And to that matter, should we ever encounter those two again, the ones that were leading them, if there was something that would be perceived as points of further evidence of what really happened, they still seem to be interested in wanting to speak should such things arise.
Alright.
If anything like that comes up, it could potentially be used as a way in to mend the matters. But that is all a big if.
Fair enough.
Either way, I understand why you are disappointed by what happened. If another opportunity arises, I'll be sure to keep you in the loop. I hope that will be enough to make up for unintentionally
It's all that can
closing
be
the
asked.
door on you.
Thank you for clarifying what happened for me. Go be with your others. Have a good night.
Before I go, I saw Barrett pull you aside. Was it about what he was looking into earlier, by any chance?
I guess I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch him, but it seems that every time I see him, he's with another team captain speaking with them on something. So I can only assume it's important.
He's not spoken to me on any specifics. I had asked for his time. I'm from the north.
Then.
It was time we discussed that.
That topic. I understand.
Happy hunting.
Is there something else in?
No. Go. Thank you.
Thank you for hearing me out.
What a naive fool. Didn't consider they might take it as an affront. What else were they going to do with it?
Hey, Sorler, you haven't happened to see any of Umber around, have you?
Oh, hey, Talia.
Hey, Luca.
Not recently.
Okay, I think I know where they are. Sorry for intruding.
Talia.
Sorry.
You invited Avi to Ventus?
Yeah.
Have you spoken with Helenia?
Not regarding that since. Oh, you mean regarding you? She knew my desire, or my beliefs on the topic. She's filled me in that she extended one to you as well. I'd be more than eager to have you, should you wish it.
I would like to accept. I had told Avi that if you all had invited him, that I would accept. Ventus has been the only team to approach so far, and the only to consistently attempt conversation since I've arrived. Been appreciated.
You have reservations, though.
Only one. I worry about tensions with Yuki.
As I think do we all. Did something happen?
She and Avi went drinking. Or rather, Avi went drinking. It seemed as though she made him look like a fool. Perhaps I don't understand the entire situation. And I've told Avi I will let it go this time. It's definitely not a desire to cause problems with others after just arriving. But that doesn't mean it won't happen again.
Ask of me what you'd like. What should be done?
I would like for her to apologize to him on her own terms. If she can fix it herself, then there shouldn't be a problem. And I would hope that that is a sign that things won't happen this way a second time. I'm willing to give her the chance to do that first, before acting on anything.
Then you would that I do nothing for now.
I would like to see if she is capable of fixing it.
In candor, I doubt she will exceed your expectations. But I hope I'm wrong. It will be a pleasure to have you. Truly.
Even with this.
I do not make secret that Yuki is distant from us. I do not make secret that things are fraught between us. He has hurt me a great deal more than that, and I suspect will do so again in the future. But she does care about him. Some part of her. The part that isn't afflicted. It still cares for him. It still cares for me. No matter how she might hurt us. I hope we get that part of her back. I just don't know how to do it yet.
You haven't given up.
Were our roles reversed, she would never give up on me. I'll not fail her. Not more than she decides. Do you know who our third invitee is?
Elenia was kind enough to share your options.
With your two accepted, the only outstanding is to Jacqueline. Were she to accept, would that be a problem?
No.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, I've shared my disdain towards Dragonkin with Elenia. That also would not have been a problem.
That a Dragonkin thing?
Paying a second visit to Droza has reminded me and has brought back old habits. I hope to break them today.
If you'd asked me an hour ago, I would have thought that I might have done already. And yet, it never quite leaves us, does it?
No. I look forward to working with you.
Die with you. You're very good at what you do. You can tell in how you carry yourself.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep wandering. You're welcome to join, otherwise have a good night.
You as well.
Well then.
Every day? Every day?
With him, with him at least.
Okay. Good to know. Anyways, so
get
yes, you
there
can
if I can.
technically use those motions for fly fishing, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
It'd be better don't go getting yourself hurt, you know?
You know?
Call when you
I'm
know
here
you're
if
at
you
your
get hurt.
well
There
before
was
your limit,
NGO.
right? I'd say before
and
any
they
kind of
offer
moderate
card
injuries.
And now Talia.
I'm not helping anyone. Pain is a good teacher.
Okay, it's just me and just. and
I'll
you
help.
Then.
If you want me to set your bones, I've been practicing.
Oh, Talia.
Make sure to use a lot of
I forgot to mention the other day, but if any of your weapons need maintenance, feel free to ask.
Yeah, we'll get caught on this now.
That is appreciated.
No. Like,
All right.
for the.
Thank you.
Are you alright?
It's just my arm. It's fine.
I see.
What are you saying about Rowan?
Hello.
But he's really cool and I love and respect
Hello,
him.
Talia.
Hello.
A moment. Just a moment, truly. It's not particularly private, but
What's your
sorely
arm?
it is accepted. It hurts.
Do you need me to do anything? Or
I don't know.
is there anything I can do?
I've been thinking about cutting it off.
Yes, Sordelia told me already.
I thought she might have, but
I got a bit excited in front of her.
and panicked out of character. Think we'll go 3 for 3.
I hope so.
Me too.
This would be great. We made some really good choices. We knew people. And we did good. If it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with how things have gone. Anyways, that's all I wanted. What is it?
Gotta give it a little TLC, you know? Give the lad a little tender loving care.
I'm not sure.
Why'd you do that?
Oh, those two.
What? Huh?
Winter is definitely interesting.
To answer your question,
I will say.
most
Also.
of the shows are actually, funnily enough, done using light magic.
I don't know. It is just the way that she asks things is strange. I don't know. I do not know if it is bad or good.
Time will tell.
But she had the opportunity to shoot me many times already. So, oh?
What?
I am so confused.
You
I
must
guess
have
they're
been
going
told.
to bed?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
Probably.
The main thing for
Talia.
light shows is using light magic. It's similar
Mm.
to using magic.
Never
Some people
mind.
say that
Never mind.
magic of the
It is
sun
alright.
falls into two
Okay.
categories,
If you're
fire
sure.
and light.
I was just
You can
going to
use
ask if you wanted
fire,
to go somewhere and
divine
talk.
lightning to do a light
You can do that if
Okay.
you'd like.
Truly,
Mm.
the The well done, the expert ones, are done purely with light
It's your
magic.
choice.
Okay.
They can bend the light however they
Lead
wish,
on then.
I want to
shaping
just
it, making it
talk
appear,
to you normally
shifting through
about
various
things that are not choosing
Lead
people
on.
for our
sun
team.
goes down and the
Yeah.
sky starts to shift kind of from that blue to an orange to the yellow.
Goodbye, Winter. I hope you enjoyed the fights and stuff. And have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
You make him sound like a great warrior. At least you have before.
Indeed.
I still cannot believe that they both accepted today. In the day that they got the invitations.
Sounds like it was basically a done deal that we would get the second one once we had gotten the first.
Apparently. But I like to think that Sorelair also likes us, I suppose.
We're the only team that's talked to her.
Which is sad. She's good to converse with.
Yes. Were she more socially inclined, I suspect that the list of people that most teams should have an interest in would expand to 3.
Why are you going down?
I don't know where we're going. You're leading. Lead on.
Eh? Am I? Why? Oh, okay.
I'm tired.
I don't know why I'm okay. I lead.
I was basically just walking in a straight line.
Well, I think that you're just subconsciously trying to take us to the hideout.
We don't have to go here.
I like it here, but oh my god, that is so bright. Ow, my eyeball.
I'll stop looking at it then.
Then stop standing on my right.
It's not my fault that you have one good eye to see me with.
It is
Sit.
your fault. How dare you make me only have one eyeball?
Sit at
Cannot
whichever
be.
position allows you to not be blind.
I'm also going to sit in a position that I can grab this cup of water that is sitting here.
A wise decision. Goodbye, Sophie. What would you like to talk about, sister?
I don't know. I did not think this far. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Ask me questions. What do you want to know about me? I don't know.
In all honesty, there's a great deal that I don't know about you. Really, most things.
I mean, I want to tell you, I just don't know where to start and what you don't know and what you want to know. I just want to talk.
Not overly accustomed to asking questions, I suppose.
Yeah, questions are hard. I suppose.
Where does your father come from?
Phoenix.
Well, that is much I know.
Yeah.
How did you come by it?
Okay. Yeah, right. A story of how got it. Was out with my group and in a ruin. I went up at one point to put something down, and I look on the ground, and there is this feather. And I look up, and then I see something flying, I suppose. At least I thought I did. I'm not sure if I actually saw something flying away, but it would be cool if it was an actual phoenix. But I picked up the feather and I kept it as something I found, and it is mine, not something to sell.
And they let a slave keep it.
No. They tried to take it at one point. They tried to burn it in the fire, but it survived the fire. So later, when they were all sleeping, I dug it out. And Talia, you're really good at playing Twister. My goodness. I dug it out. I cleaned it off first, of course. Then I cut into my arm. And I stored it into my arm. So that they could not find it and take it. And I put the tattoo over it, so I remembered where it was.
Presumably you have enough medical experience at this point to know why that's a terrible idea, yes?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is a very bad idea.
Lucky to have not killed yourself doing
But
so.
at the time, I was young, I suppose, and didn't want something of mine taken that I got myself. So, yeah. Yeah, it was not a good idea. Now I have the scar here.
We all bear scars.
Some are more visible than others, I suppose. Yeah, I have many scars. bit more now.
Which is your most interesting to you?
Interesting or painful?
Whatever interesting means to you.
I guess. Probably the eye.
Why is it interesting?
It marked the day I was able to come to Rosewood, I suppose. Well, not the day I was able to go to Rosewood, no, it was after a while. But it was the day that gave me the opportunity to have that open up to me, I suppose.
Enough.
And I guess it is more prominent one that people can see whenever they see me.
Hmm.
I mean, a big old rift beast claw scratch over an eye is pretty eye-catching.
Eye-catching?
I think we've been hanging around Jacqueline too much.
I was just about to say you should tell her that one.
Maybe I will. But, But do you? Do you got any interesting scars? No.
I don't talk about them very much.
It is alright. We can talk about mine more if you wish. I mean, pick one. I got a lot. Got one this leg.
I don't think you ever
my
told
back.
me the finger.
Oh, the finger.
I feel like I asked about it once upon a time. But I don't think I ever learned.
I feel like you did. Yeah.
Maybe at
it
the
must have been a long
fireplace.
time ago.
Back on the island.
Are you alright?
Just tired.
You can not talk if you're tired.
I might try to go to sleep, yeah. I don't know. I talked with both Barrett and Saline today. Saline made a stupid and naive decision. It was a foolish mistake, but it was a mistake. And Barrett, well, we talked about who he is, and he knows who I am now. It was such a reminder of home. home. That's not the right word.
Rosa.
I felt like I was there again. That tension. I don't know if you feel it.
I felt that today actually with Ivyr. It is very prominent when talking to him.
It's like there's a strand of sinew tied all through me. And it's just pulled tighter and tighter and tighter. And I don't know what snaps first. The sinew or me?
It will be pretty hard to snap you before the sinew. Whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what it is, but it is not going to outlast Talia.
It's that weird stringy stuff that connects bones and muscles and stuff. The tough one, not the softer one. I think I'm accumulating enemies here. I don't know how many battles I can fight.
You're not fighting alone. And you're not going to.
Yeah. I just wish I didn't feel like I was going back there. Gonna walk back to medical. That's where Lethariel will end up.
Oh, the finger. Before I forget again. It was cut off. By
Well,
my
that I
owners.
can...
I disobeyed them at one point. No, I did not disobey them. They gave it as a warning in case I disobeyed. There we go. Yes.
Did you do something to inspire the warning?
Basically, don't do that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. If I did, I definitely learned my lesson. Until the night that I got out.
Suppose that's how that works, isn't it? It's always how it was for me. It kinda teaches you a lesson, but not really, not all the way.
No. You probably saw a bit of that lesson. And you still probably do in me sometimes.
Maybe.
I try not to let that lesson be a teaching thing anymore. But I definitely have people that are teaching me other things. Much better lessons.
Do you think we'll ever really learn? Or do you think these lessons are just as temporary?
I don't want it to be temporary. And so it will not be. As I will always be taught that you're my sister.
That's true.
Is that the word? I'm not good at words.
Oh, I don't know if it's the right word.
I just know that they're more confident, I suppose. These here.
Exactly. Like me, just a little bit fuzzier.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't injure me, but
Yeah,
I
before
definitely
you
still
go.
hurt.
It can easily lead
Can I
other
hug? That's okay.
effect goes down some after restoring your mana. Is that what the potion was for?
Sorry, I'm so tall.
You're
Yes,
fine.
it doesn't completely go away, as I used more than I thought I did while fighting.
Night, Elenia.
Good night.
I'll see you in the
Have
morning.
a good night with the Lothario.
If he
Tell him I
comes
said good
back,
night to you.
doesn't stay up helping people all night.
Actual damage, just
I'll let him know.
general pain.
Well, this just seems to add even more to the mystery because, well, I see commonality between what reacts for me and them.
We're having a talk right now.
But
You mind if I go to sleep upstairs?
from what I've been seeing you and what magic you use, it
We're
seems
finishing up anyway.
It's up. It's your place after all, by all means.
opposite
Take your time.
of
Good
what
night.
would be expected.
I think I'll be gone by the
Makes
time
me
I
want
hit
to
the
know
pillow.
If there is a,
I can respect
makes me
that.
wonder if there's a similar situation going on with your wells in some essence as it is for ours.
That is